Welcome to the EntireVariety Show, where we bring you live performances, thought leaders, fun, and a little bit of magic to wherever you are. I'm Natasha Miller, Chief Experience Designer of Entire Productions, and your host for this show. Good afternoon, good early evening, good late evening to those who might be calling in from New York or the East Coast. Of course, we're doing the EntireVariety Show when someone's ringing my doorbell. We'll let it go. Welcome to Joseph Tran, one of our guests, Terrence Brewer, Alex Bistrevsky, and John Casey. This show today is sponsored by our newest business endeavor, Entire Productions Marketing. We drive engagement through products that people want and will use long-term. If you could, take a look at your right side, I don't know which way you can see, but upper right corner, there are a couple of icons that you want to play around with to see this show in presenter or grid view. We will be pinning the performers and the guests so you can see them as big as possible, but then you can see everybody else on top. The chat feature is below. If you could test it out and let me know if you would like your caricature drawn tonight by John Casey. When we see your name, we're gonna go to you, take a quick screenshot so we can work on the image while one of our guests are performing. And so Bennett and Marty would like theirs, so we'll have them screenshot. Cappy, I think we should do yours if you're willing to do video. Come on, people. I'm not gonna move on from the chat until I see some responses. You'll love it, I promise. You can take off the masks. Yes, let's do that. Let's take off masks. Although Bennett and Marty might not be able to do that. Anyway, we love creating the show for ourselves, our company, but for other companies as well. It's a great team bonding experience and a lot of fun for everyone. One more thing, I have to get these out. We are giving away a pair of these very cool pink blue light blocker glasses from Quay, Australia, to a random drawing winner. You don't have to do anything to win them. We will scramble everybody's names and announce the winner at the end. It looks like Eileen Page. So let's start by pinning a couple people. So Bennett and Marty, Annalisa, if you could pin them. Maybe sit up straight, Dad. You're gonna get your caricature done. And then let's do Terrence Brewer. Oh, he wants the glasses. You could be included, but Terrence, let's do a caricature of you.
Do you want me with the guitar or no?
He can stick the guitar in later. I think he's good like that. And then it looks like Eileen Page would like to do that. And then, hi Eileen.
Hello.
And then is Cappy showing her video? Let's look here. She is. Let's screenshot Cappy. Christoph is on and he's already had his caricature, but by another artist. Okay, smile Cappy. This is your screenshot moment. And anyone else? Let's do one more. Let's see.
Hi, Natasha, Valerie.
Valerie Ulrich. Let's do Valerie. Pin her. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. I hope that John was able to screenshot and remember everyone. If we don't get everyone done through this show, during the show, I'm sure we can talk John into doing them after and you'll all get them emailed, but we'll check in with him later and see what they look like. Okay, we're gonna get the show started. It's already started, but Joseph Tran has lived a pretty colorful life so far. He's been a stuntman, an actor who has appeared on film, TV, and video games, and speaks multiple languages. He travels all over the world with his magic and has won some of magic's greatest accolades. He creates and consults magic for some of TV and film's top talent. Please welcome Joseph Tran.
Thank you very much, folks. Hello, hello. Yes, my name is Joseph Trent. I am a headliner from Hollywood, California,
I tour corporate events in colleges and universities and high-profile private events all over the world. Now, when I'm not performing magic, I'm a magic consultant for TV and film. So that means when I'm not performing, I am creating magic, just like some of the pieces of magic that you are going to see right now. Let's not take any more time here. I have here at my table, and I just want to start with a few dollar bills. I have two cameras here. Hello, everyone. I can see you there too. Now, this is not a lot of money, I know, but it's not about how much money you make. It's about how creative you are with your money. Let me show you what I mean by that, okay? Watch the bills very carefully. I'll pull my sleeves up. Now, it will look really neat if they all look like $100 bills. In fact, they all are $100 bills. Every single bill, $100 bill. Needless to say, that's my mom's favorite trick. My mom's always like, hey, do that one again. Now, these bills, they look real. They feel real. They even have the real security markings of $100 bills. But the problem is, every time I put these bills back into my wallet, for some reason, they always change back into the dollar bills. I hate that part, but you know what they say, magic's easy come, and you know the rest, doesn't matter. Folks, I have here a deck of cards from a very magical place called Costco. Now, my magic will span across the screens. It is not just me performing magic for you. It is the magic happening on your screen as well. So right now, I need you to hit the chat window. I can see the chat window right there, and I want to make sure that I'm going to see that chat window, and I'm going to run my fingers right here, just like so, and I want you to tell me when to stop. Just type stop, and the moment I see, right there, thank you, everyone. Jack Mackin, right there. Jack says, stop right there. Okay. It's okay if I see it this time. Your card, the King of Spades. Okay. That goes right there. Little snap like this. Little wave. Now that does something, believe it or not, because your card and only your card has changed. And I'm not going to find it. We're going to find it together. Well, that's kind of strange. Don't tell me your card, because of course we know it's the King of Spades. Now, folks, let's try this one more time here. I'll even give the cards a couple shuffles and hit that chat window one more time. I'm just going to go through these cards. You tell me when to stop. Stop. I see Kate. Sure. Okay, Kate. We stop right there. And watch the King of Hearts. Lovely card. Slow motion, no quick sleight of hand. Now, wouldn't it be amazing if this King of Hearts turned into the King of Spades? That would be a miracle, actually. But remember the King of Spades? Thank you very much, folks. Now, just this past weekend, I went and performed at a casino, and I'm actually quarantined in my office right now, so my wife doesn't get sick. But I went and performed because they said, hey, you know, we need some entertainment. We'll put distance between you and everything. And while on the drive there, I thought about this piece of magic that I want to show you right now. If it doesn't work, it's new. It actually uses an empty cup here, and then 3 coins. Now, the goal of this trick is to make 1 coin jump underneath the cup, just like so, but in slow motion. One more time with my hands empty. Not bad, not bad. We'll try one more time with the 2 coins here. This coin goes right there. These 2 coins stay right on the other side. Now, I'm gonna do this one more time with that last coin, but if I do it, I want you to watch carefully. You just might see what happens. Okay, just kidding, just kidding. Actually, folks, here's the thing. I can take this coin and put it into my pocket, and for some reason, that third coin will continue to jump right underneath that cup. Now, here's the thing about gambling, folks. Everybody knows that if you gamble, you really gotta gamble. You can't hold back. Because if you were to just put one coin in here, and if you were to go to a slot machine, you were to just bet one coin, most of the times you won't win anything. You see, because that's the lowest odds. Even if you were to put two coins, most of the times you don't win anything. The professional gamblers, the best gamblers, those that love to pull slot machines, they know it's always best to gamble all three coins, the maximum amount. Because if you bet the maximum amount, that gives you the best chance of winning. The coins, like so. The cup, like so. Thank you so much, folks. Well, folks, I have three types of virtual shows to offer. The first one is a private virtual magic show, which of course you're seeing a preview of firsthand. Now, my second show is my main focus for the corporate market, called the Mental Break Virtual Magic and Game Show. Now, because I know that everyone is currently at home doing crazy virtual meetings day in and day out, it's even harder to work at home than to actually go to work, and you're spending countless hours there. I wanted to develop something that is much more interactive. So you're not just watching a show, you are participating in a show. That's what the Mental Break is. It is the first and only virtual magic and game show that combines magic and interactive games with a focus on boosting morale, energizing your team, and letting them know that they are super appreciated. So people will join me as I perform magic design just for this medium. And then with one click of a button, I'll host an interactive game show with trivia, virtual games and prizes. And I'll serve as your ambassador who will keep it fun and lively, yet clean and professional. Now, that's the show that I do the most these days because of its high interactive element. But the third show that I have to offer you is a theatrical magic show. Now, the difference between that magic show and, say, my private magic show is if you want something more formal, like the feeling of going to see theater, but from the comfort of your own home. So there are thematic elements, there's a storyline, and we even send several boxes to you, all the members who will be watching. This is a bigger show, and they can open it along as they go along with the show. And of course, there's a ton more magic. And right now, I want to close my set with a piece from that show. Now, folks, just behind me here in my office, you can see a Houdini poster. That is my favorite magician. He was a huge influence for what I do. I'm actually going to type something here on the chat window, and I want you to take a look at that right there. You can go on your phone, you can hit your chat window. I want to give you a souvenir. It is the digital version of that very poster that I printed out. So yeah, go there and enjoy. Now, folks, here's the thing. Before I go, I want to take these deck of cards one more time. Now, I'm going to hold this here. I'm not going to pull this away. I'm not going to cut to another shot or anything, because I want you to know I did not switch the deck or anything. This deck will stay right here in front of your face the entire time. But right now, I want you to hit that chat window one more time. Hit that chat window. Get ready to type some things and clear your mind. Because right now, whether you know it or not, I'm transmitting a thought to you. Now, I promised you that the magic would span the screens and happen on your end. I'll show you what I mean by that. I want you to first think about the colors of the cards, red or black. And type it in your window right now, red or black. I will take the first answer that comes to me. I see red and black and red, but Elena typed red first. So I'm gonna take red first. Thanks for everyone typing in. Now, if it's a red card, that means it's either a heart or a diamond. So type it in, folks. Is it a heart or is it a diamond? Everyone's saying hearts across the board. I love it. I love it. Okay, so it's a red heart. Now, finally, folks, just take a breath and really trust your gut. I'm going to take the first one that answers. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. Which one is it? Which one do you feel in your gut? I see, I see a bunch. Let's see. Hang on. I'm going to make sure. Someone wrote yellow, different kind of game. Bennett Smith, the first one, he said 3 of hearts. 3 of hearts. Okay, 3 of hearts from Bennett. Now, here's the thing. Bennett, the 3 of hearts. Now, at no time have I opened up this deck since the last time I used it. Here's the really strange part here. Inside of this deck here, pardon me, inside of this deck, there is a card. I want to make sure you don't think anything's up my sleeve here. Here is a card. Somewhere in all these cards, there should be one card that is turned over right there. Now, one card and only one card, one single card is turned over. One single card is turned over. I do not know why this works, but the thing is, I have nothing but faith in you because all of you did, in fact, pick the 3 of hearts. But here's the really weird part. Thank you, folks. I can see you. Here's the really weird part. I told you the magic would happen in your screen. Remember that little poster that I showed you. I want you to go back to that poster. Take a screenshot if you want. That's so weird. I'm looking at it right here, that poster. I want you to take a look at the bottom right corner on your screen, on Houdini's hands right there. Yes, I can see it on your faces. It is the 3 of hearts, ladies and gentlemen. The 3 of hearts right there on your side of the screen.
Seriously.
Thank you, folks. Once again, my name is Joseph. It is always an honor to be with the Entire Productions crew and family. Enjoy the rest of your show. It's a good one.
That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, magic makes me nervous, but makes me very happy too. Let's check out John and see what he has, where he's at. Oh, oh look, he figured out how to grab a guitar. Cool, fun. I'm not sure, Annalisa, how many people did we pick out? Cappy, Valerie, Terrence, Bennett and my dad. Anyone else? Okay, one more person. If you want your caricature done, stick it in the chat. It's just like being at the carnival. Okay, well, when I see it, I will call you out and we'll screenshot you and we'll get you going. So the next thing we have for you today is a dear friend, and I've known him for quite a long time. Proclaimed by longtime music scribe David Becker of the San Francisco Examiner as the San Francisco Bay Area's first, #1, jazz guitarist. Multiple award-winning musician Terence Brewer is an in-demand band leader, record producer, concert performer, and one of the Bay Area's foremost and sought-after music educators. Hello, Terence.
Hey, how's it going?
Hanging in there. Actually,
I like how your introduction to me always changes a little bit when you talk about how long you've known me.
I know, and anyone that watches this show and has seen now all 5, they know that like I have to talk about how long I've known people on the screen. I probably should stop doing that because we're all getting older and whatever. Anyway, before you play, I wanted to ask you one question to start, and that is, have you found any new inspirations during this time of crisis? And if so,
yeah, absolutely. You know, I like many people, I had no idea, you know, back in March, beginning of April, what it would look like in July. And while, you know, playing shows 3, 4, 5 nights a week has gone away in its traditional sense, there are opportunities like this. This is a wonderful time to get together and be in community. Joseph just blew my mind. I need to really step up my camera angle game and all these different things. But in all seriousness, Yeah, being in the digital space, I've still found really nice ways to be in community with people and make music with folks, and it sort of speaks to, in my mind, to that thing that we have as humans, the ability to adapt, right? And we all sort of are on this trajectory of adapting to what this reality is. But we get to have these moments, and these moments always leave me smiling. They always leave me talking about them for days afterwards, much the same way performing live does. So the inspiration of using technology in this particular time has really been helpful. And I do a lot of education work as well. So doing lectures and master classes and seminars and teaching private lessons has really shown me that ultimately what I love to do is make music, is talk about music, is study music and provide that to people, right? So whether it's, lecturing about history or doing a master class about the role of the guitar in jazz, or being a part of the Entire Productions variety show, right? All of these things have been a really wonderful medium for me to connect with other people and continue to do what I love to do, which at the heart of it is something that I thought was going to be gone for a very long time, but we have adapted quite nicely and found some ways to get together and make some music and have some fun.
That's so cool to hear that you're an artist, you're an educator, and there's so much pushback about not being able to be in person, but you're finding ways to make that magic occur through virtual on the screen, which I love. And what I would love for you to do is play a little music for us so we can enjoy that. And I'll ask you another burning question after your tune.
Sounds good. This is a composition by Miles Davis entitled 4.
We've got clapping. Can you hear the roar?
Thank you. I do hear the roar.
Okay. That's beautiful. Terrence, I have a burning question for you.
Yeah.
What is that mic in front of you?
This is actually a really great mic that once I moved into, sort of shelter in place for lecturing and performing, this is an Audio Technica mic that actually is USB, and it plugs directly into, Mac or PC. Right into your USB cable, and it's really nice. It's not that expensive in the world of microphones. Yeah. Easy to use, just plug and play. So it's an Audio Technica, cool. The USB
Mine's
version.
Audio Technica too, but it's not as cool as yours. So my real question to you is, I would love to know what your number one most fantastical music experience memory is.
So that's a tough one. It's interesting because I have had the great fortune of, performing at the Monterey Jazz Festival twice, which, if you're a jazz performer or a jazz fan, is one of the most legendary events and venues to play. And so I've played there twice, including just last year. I released an album with my good friend Pamela Rose. It's an Ella Fitzgerald, Joe Pass tribute album entitled Don't Know About Me. And so playing Monterey is always great. But then there are these moments where, some small club, dark, down an alley somewhere, and there's 20 or 30 people in the audience, maybe even 15 or 20 people, but the band is just so amazing, and there's such a camaraderie on the bandstand. So it's hard to pick just one, honestly. I mean, each of those moments really stands out to me for many different reasons. Although I do have to say, I was messaging with a friend of mine the other day, and she was sending me some Michael McDonald clips. And I actually got a chance to open for Michael McDonald several nights at Mountain Winery, a few years back. I mean, that's, growing up listening to the Doobie Brothers with my mom and uncles playing the Doobie Brothers in the house. I certainly love Michael McDonald. So that was a big deal, right? A couple thousand people, Mountain Winery, Michael McDonald. But like I said, some of my most memorable moments have been in those small, intimate clubs, playing with the band, where all that matters is the music, and all that matters is what's happening in the communication with the people that are on that stage.
Yes, yet another perfectly stated, eloquent response. Thank you. I also appreciate the way that you look at, those big stage moments versus those more intimate, authentic moments. Not that Monterey Jazz can't be authentic, but I love that. And I think everyone thinking about, the small joys or the beneath the radar joys are just as important as the big crazy ones.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, at the heart of it, I think that's what makes great art, right? Is the art itself. And I've played, really big venues, and the music's been good. And I've played really small venues, and the music's been amazing, right? And I've played big venues where the music's been amazing as well, but ultimately it's about the art, right? So it's those moments where we're creating our best art, our most authentic expression of who we are. Those are really the moments that make me the most happy, no matter where they are, no matter what the size of the crowd, no matter if it's in digital land or not.
We really needed this, even though we didn't even know it. So thank you. Let's hear another tune.
This is a blues by Charlie Parker.
Oh, we got air clapping and some jazz hands.
I like it. I
Beautiful.
appreciate it. I thank you.
I have to do this to you, Terrence, because you won't see it. Someone wrote from my team, I can't tell. When you jam so hard, your AirPod comes out. Rock on, Terrence.
AirPod comes flying right out of the ear. And we don't skip a beat, hopefully.
No, you know what? Your eye just went like that, and that was it.
That's right. That's right. That was my magic trick. Watch me play so hard that my AirPod flies right out of my ear.
So one last question I wanted to ask you is
Yeah.
what one thing you'd like for your fans to know about the realities of being a professional magician? Listen. Something that
Look,
you
I would,
if you're not in the biz, you wouldn't know. Like, is it
yeah.
Is it amazing?
Look, I'll make this a little bit sort of personal for you and I. I mean, we met a long time ago when both of us were just trying to like scratch and claw our way into like, you know, making some money kind of here and there, doing this thing and playing music and being in this industry. And so it's really just all the behind the scenes, right? It's the hours you spend practicing. I mean, I've been playing music since I've been playing, I don't want to give them by my age, but I've been playing music for a long time. You know, 30 some odd years. And I can't tell you the countless thousands of hours I've spent by myself in practice rooms, in my bedroom, wherever, practicing music and playing music. So there's all of that. And a lot of people go, okay, I understand you're a musician, you practice. But then the reality is that if you're doing this on your own, like a lot of us are, right? You know, I mean, it's 3 or 4%, maybe 5% of people who have managers in the business. It's tiny percentage, and you know this from being on the management side. So if you don't have a manager, which most of us don't, you're doing it all yourself. And I don't say that to, you know, try to garner any pity or anything like that, but I say it to just say that the reality is that when you see a musician on stage, most of the time there's a lot of behind the scenes work, as we all know, tons of emails, rehearsals, practice, all this kind of thing that goes into putting the product together that happens when you get on stage to actually be able to create art. So I think that's the biggest thing I want people to know. It's just the behind the scenes part, all the work that we put in to do this thing ultimately that we love to do for these small amounts of time, right? The time you spend making music on stage in front of people is tiny in comparison to all the hours you spend practicing and putting everything together to get to the stage. So just to keep that in mind and remember and understand that musicians are so much more than just the, the 45-minute set, the hour set or whatever. It's a lot of I mean, sometimes, as we know, just finding parking at shows can be a nightmare of a journey in and of itself. So your favorite musician, yeah.
And then even having to pay for it, it could wipe out what you got on the gig.
That's right. That's right. So, when you see your favorite musician on stage, there's been so much that goes into it. So I think when people understand that, they get a deeper appreciation, a deeper understanding for the art, and a deeper understanding for the expression that is actually coming out on stage. Because especially with jazz, it is a true outward expression of what I'm feeling in that particular moment, and trying to bring it to you as an artist.
Yeah, thank you.
My pleasure.
That's a really good thing. And I'm one of the things, I was watching you and your technique, and I know that at some point in your life you practiced a lot of hours per day. You had to get to where you are now. I'm really hoping that you're not practicing 6 to 8 hours a day anymore. How much do you practice? Like real practice, not jam and play and noodling.
Yeah, that's a good. Well, I don't have time to just noodle anymore in my life. I have far too many jobs that I'm trying to manage and juggle to do all that. But the way I put it to people is like this. Every single day of my life, including when I'm on vacation, you can ask anyone who's ever been on vacation with me, I have instrument, because I play like 6 instruments, right? So every single day I am playing music. Every single day I have an instrument in my hand, if not multiple instruments in my hand, over the course at some point during that day for X amount of time. And so I always tell this to my students as well. It's about consistency. I mean, I think I could probably in my entire life, count within a month's worth of time the amount of days I haven't played an instrument, in all honesty, in 30 plus years, 35 years or something like that. Can't remember how old I am now, but out of all those years, right, I mean, maybe a month's worth of not practicing an instrument. Mm-hmm. So really it's about the consistency. Yes, there have been times in my life where I've practiced 4, 5, 6 hours a day. There are times when I only get to play the guitar for 15 minutes a day or another instrument, but I am playing something every single day. I take no days off unless I really, really have to. And I always try to find a way to, to play, to practice, to get some music in. It's comforting for the soul, and it continues my development as a musician. So that's the honest answer.
Do you play?
What was that?
What other instruments do you play?
Well, I was a woodwind player first. So I played, clarinet, flute, sax in middle school, high school. So I still play sax. I still play flute. I play piano. I play electric bass. I play some drums, some piano. I mean, I'm pretty serviceable on most of those instruments, as a lot of musicians can be at times. And, the other thing for me is, honestly, I really feel like all those instruments kind of suit a different part of my personality. And I really like sort of the voice that they individually have. So I try to get to all of them, throughout the course of my day or throughout the course of my week. Obviously, I have more success at times than at others. But yeah, I play a lot of things. I mean, I love music as an expression. And I think I have inside of me many different sort of voices that speak to many different instruments. And so we just try to make it happen on a daily basis.
I love learning something new like that about you. I've known you a long time, and I did not know that you started with woodwind. So
yeah,
there's a reason why we do this show.
That's right. That's right.
So you prepared only 2 songs, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so thank you so much. I appreciate it. I won't put you on the spot and ask you to do another one, but I think everyone really enjoyed. If you can look through the chat, you can see what everyone was saying. So thank you so much, Terrence.
Well, I appreciate it. And I have to say, but before my segment ends here, that I'm extremely proud of you. I'm really happy for you. And I appreciate this opportunity. You're always forward thinking. You're always, really trying to serve artists and serve the people who love art. And it's been that way the entire time I've known you over all these years. And so I'm really, really honored to be a part of this program with you. So thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Terrence.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, let's go to John and look at what he's doing with the caricatures. Thank you, Terrence. Is that Cappy? Hi, John.
I'll unmute myself for a moment. Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, work on this. This is Cappy here.
You. I love it.
Thank you so much.
That's so great. This is so much fun to see. What design program are you using?
This is called Clip Studio, and it's very similar to Photoshop. So if you know how to use Photoshop, you can use this.
Well, I think we'll just leave that to you. They look great. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
All right. All right, next up. Very excited about this. Alex made his debut as Charlie Chaplin in the Los Angeles Opera's production of Pagliacci and continues to create character-driven performance art. He is a variety circus entertainer specializing in street performance, ambient roaming entertainment, custom tailored acts for stage shows, and character circus performances for TV and film. Thank you so much for being here. Please welcome to this stage, Alex Bistrevsky.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you so much. And round of applause for Terrence and Joseph. That was amazing, you guys. Awesome jobs. Well, I am a variety circus entertainer. My name is Alex Bistrevsky. And my favorite thing about circus is taking something absolutely ordinary and making it extraordinary. So today, I got this ordinary spoon, and I'm about to make it extraordinary. No, I'm kidding, not that one. Check this out. Ordinary spoon, about to make it extraordinary. Drum roll, please. Ta-da! So this is a little bit difficult, but it's actually not as hard as it looks like. So today I'm going to run through some of the mechanics behind some of my favorite circus tricks. Starting with that one. I want you guys to run. You have like 10 seconds to run. Grab an object somewhere at home. A broom is fine, something like a broom, something kind of tall, pole-like. It could be a ruler, whatever you could find. But a broom is perfect as long as it's nice and tall. And today we're going to learn how to balance it on our body. Circus is very simple, you guys. So I like to use my cane. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to balance it on different parts of my body. Does everybody have something? If you have something, go ahead and just type on the chat, like a plus or a okay. If not, it's cool. You could just watch and observe. But check this out. The first thing we're going to do is going to make sure our hand is nice and flat. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. So we're going to get our hand nice and flat. Make sure it's a flat surface. We're going to take our object. We're going to put it right in the center. And we're going to make sure we look at the very tippy top the whole time. Don't take your eyes off of that. So nice and straight. Put it right in the center. Look at the very tippy top. And when you let go, you're going to follow wherever it goes. It's going to want to fall. So if it falls forward, go ahead and move forward. If it falls back, go ahead and move back. You can move your whole body. If it goes to the left, move to the left. Right? Move to the right. So we're going to let go. We're going to follow wherever it goes. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Just like that. Look at the very top. It's okay to move. If it wants you to move, go ahead and move with it. It's perfectly okay. So it starts there, but we can always build. We can always progress in circus. So I'm going to take it up a notch. One finger. One finger. Here we go. Put it on one finger. Make sure it's nice and straight to the top. Just like that. Same concept over and over again. Yeah? Not working out from here. It's okay to take some practice. I'm just going to run you through some of the mechanics. Later, you could take some time out of your day. We have plenty of time during quarantine, and just try it out and see if it works. Next, I'm going to do my next I'm going to do my elbow. I'm going to try to make it as flat as possible. I'm going to put it right here to the very tippy top. Just like that. Yes! We can also put it on our foot if we want. All you got to do is put it nice and straight, look at the very tippy top. It's the same thing over and over again. So once you understand that one concept, you can apply it to everything. Now there's 3 places on our face we can actually balance. Can you guys guess what those are? Yep, forehead's one. That's the hardest one. Nose, yep. And chin, perfect. You guys got it. Perfect, here we go. So I'll do all 3. So I'll start with my chin. You gotta make sure it's straight. So most people do it like this, but straight like that. So nice and straight. Look at the very tippy top. There we go. Just like that. nose. So it's on my nose. I'm gonna try a really difficult trick. I might not get it, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna make it jump off my nose onto my forehead. Not touching me. Whoa, that one hit my eye. Let me try it one time. That one hit my eye. There we go. There we go. On the forehead. Not touching me. So that's one of my favorite tricks. You can do it with ordinary objects, just like a broom, and it's fun. It's a really good party trick. I love it. All right, we're gonna move on to something different. So one of the very staples of circus, to me anyways, is juggling. And most people think that juggling is really hard. They try it once, they give up, and they never do it again, usually in elementary school. But I'm here to show you that it's actually not as hard as we think, as long as you break it down and do it step by step. So I'm gonna give you the really quick rundown. You might not get it, it's okay, but you can practice it later. So if you want, go ahead and find 3 objects. It could be socks or oranges, whatever you have that's kind of round, be creative. And if you got it, go ahead and give me an okay or, oh wait, you got 10 seconds, go. Okay, I'm gonna start. Here we go. We're actually gonna start with just one thing, one object. And the idea is we're gonna get our hands nice and straight like this, parallel. One throw, one catch, cool, you got it. So one throw, one catch. So hands are parallel. We're gonna make a one triangle-like shape throw. And once you catch it, stop. Looks like this. Throw, catch, stop. And then now it's in this hand, go right back, same with the triangle, here we go. One throw, one catch, stop. That's step 1. You could do that, you've graduated to 2 balls. 2 balls. This is what we're not gonna do first, right? We're not gonna throw them at the same time. It's way harder, trust me. So if you throw at the same time, you have to catch 2 at once, way harder, don't wanna do that. We also don't wanna throw one up. Your dog wants to play, okay. So you also don't wanna throw one up and then pass the other. It looks like this. We don't wanna do this because it's a really bad habit. It's hard to break. If I can teach you how to juggle, it's really hard to break this. So instead, we're gonna throw one at a time to make this nice X shape. Nice and slow, looks like this. Throw, throw, catch, catch. Nice and slow. Throw, throw, catch, catch. Just like that. This takes a little bit of practice. Don't get frustrated if it doesn't work out. It's totally okay, but one more time, it's throw, throw, catch, catch. Boom, you can do this, you've graduated. Now for this part, we're ready for 3 balls. This is where it gets a little bit interesting. 2 blue, 1 red. I'm gonna put one of the blues in my right hand because I'm right-handed. I'm gonna put the other one in my right hand because I'm right-handed. So your dominant hand starts with 2. You're gonna go throw, throw, throw. Catch, catch, we already did that part. Last ball that you threw, the red one, just gonna fall to the ground. So it looks like this. Throw, 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 catch, catch, and drop. Let it fall. One more time. Throw, 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 catch, catch, drop. It's not important to catch right away. It's important to get rid of it. Sometimes we want to hold on to it. Just get rid of it. And once you can do that with some confidence, again, it takes a little bit of practice. We're going to do the next step, which is throw, 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 catch, catch, catch. So the ball starts with right here in this hand, and it ends up in the opposite hand, right in front. So it looks like this. Throw, 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 catch, catch, catch. And the slower you go, the more time you actually have. Our instinct is to throw really fast, but it's way harder, trust me. So now that we got that, we got 3 balls, we're going to take a little pop quiz. Everyone can participate. There's only 1 question on the quiz. How many balls am I juggling? Here we go. Go ahead and shout out your answers. 3, 3. Okay, I got 2, I got a 3. Nope, it's not 3, it's not 2. 1. 1 is the correct answer. Okay, so this is a trick question, kind of. Because I'm not juggling 3 balls, I'm actually just juggling 1. I'm holding 2, and I'm switching 1 at a time. You guys see this? Switch, 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 switch. So juggling is an illusion. We're not juggling 3 balls at all. It's actually easier than we think it is. Because as long as we could switch 1 ball at a time slowly, You can juggle 3 balls. And then people are like, well, 4 is really crazy, it's difficult. Again, not as difficult as you think. So I got 2 blues, 2 reds. Can you guys tell me something about this pattern that I'm doing? You guys notice anything? Are they crossing, yes or no? Nope. 4 is another illusion, doesn't cross. As long as you can do 2 in this hand, 1 at a time, and 2 in this hand, 1 at a time, you can already do 4. Looks like that. You want to do a lot of crazy stuff. You want to make it cross. We're doing stuff like this. A lot of cool patterns you can do for. Ta-da! So 4 is a little bit of an illusion. We figured that out. Last but not least, we're going to jump up to 5. People are like, okay, 5. What are you doing? Don't juggle with the stapler. Trust me, it doesn't work out good in the end. All right, so basically 5. 5 is crazy, right? Well, yeah, it is. It is. It takes some time to learn. But what people don't realize is that 5 is kind of exactly like 3, just a little bit higher. So every odd number will cross. So 3 crosses. Every even number doesn't cross. So 4 doesn't cross. 5 is an odd number, so is it going to cross? Yeah, there we go. Yes, so it's going to cross, just like 3. Here we go. So 3 balls like this, it crosses. Same thing with 5, just a little bit higher. There's 3 balls. There's 5 balls. Same pattern. Just a little higher. And all the tricks you want to do with 3, we could do with 5 as well. So here's a 3-ball trick. It's called a reverse cascade. And if you want, you can make it a 5-ball trick by doing this. Here's a trick called columns. If you want, you can make it a 5-ball trick by doing this. But at its core, 5 balls is similar to 3 balls. They're just more in the air, so you have to throw it a little higher. Awesome. Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna move on. So circus is all about taking a concept, making it just crazier. How can you one up your previous antic, your previous trick? And the answer that I found often is that equilibristics can help with that. Equilibristics is anything you could balance on. And so you could actually mix juggling with these equilibristics and make it next level. So I'm going to start with something a little crazy. I got something called a hula, you guys. What is this? Any guesses? A tube, perfect answer. A tube, a pipe, whatever you want to call it. A tube, and I got, what is this? A board, perfect. Yep, plank of wood, whatever you want to call it. Guys, the circus is simple. Not that it's easy, but it's just simplistic. All I'm going to do is take this pipe, put a board on it, and I'm going to try to balance on it. I'm going to try this right over here. But we want to up the ante, right? So how about I try juggling those? Oh, where's my helmet? I got you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Guardian angel over there. So we're gonna up the ante. I'm gonna try 5 balls in a hula. Yes, I am. All right, here we go. Woo. Three, 2, 1. Experimentally open eye. All right, here we go. Down to the roll ball. Trying my best to juggle. Here we go, guys. Ready? Here we go. Ta-da! Okay, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. It can get crazier. It can get a little crazier. So I'm going to put away the whole one. We're going to grab something a little bit different. We're actually going to grab these juggling clubs. right? Clubs are much harder than balls because now they have a rotation to consider, which makes it a little bit more difficult. So I'm gonna show you some quick tricks with these juggling clubs. Here we go. If you guys like it, go ahead and try. Ooh, here we go. There we go, a lot of good tricks. You can do with some clubs. There are even different balls. I like this one right a lot. Off the shoulder. This is one of my favorites. We go on the leg if you want. It's classic. One of these. A lot of cool tricks. But today we're going to up the ante, right? So I'm going to jump on that unicycle right now. I'm going to give it a go. The reason this is difficult, Terrence is gonna know this right now. Rhythm, very important rhythm. I got two different rhythms. I got the rhythm of the juggling clubs. Ba, 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 ba. And then I got the rhythm of the unicycle. And I have to mix both of those rhythms together seamlessly somehow. Takes a lot of practice. Unicycle is one of the hardest things I've ever learned. But I'm gonna show it to you right now. Here we go. You guys ready? Oh, you know what? Here we go. On the unicycle, this is called an idle. Here we go. So my unicycle is going ba, 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 ba. Now we mix the clubs in to a ba, 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 ba. Here we go. Ba, 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 ba. Ta-da! This was very difficult to learn, but it was worth it. It's really fun. But this is not something that you learn in a day. This is something you learn in 3 weeks after a lot of failure, 6 hours a day of practice type of stuff. The last thing I want to show you in this literacy department is my rolling low, also known as a walking low. All right, but we're going to up the ante again. One thing I want to show you is like a 30-pound ball. It's pretty heavy. It's plastic. It's not a yoga ball, so please don't go jump it on a yoga ball. You're going to bounce right off through your window. So, safety first. Because instead of using the clubs, you're going to do something a little bit different. I got these knives. Now, something to know about juggling knives, they're not all sharp. Sometimes they make them to look sharp, and they're kind of dull. These are not the case. These came sharp, and that was terrifying to practice with these. And I even got cut. I used to get cut here, and like, if you're not careful, you can fly and kind of slice you in places. Especially like, don't wear sandals while you do this. So I'm gonna do this trick with two knives. Safety first. Here we go. All right. Drum roll, please. There we go. You guys nervous? Me too. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! With the rolling club, it's very important to always keep moving. If you stop moving, you can fly right off. And this stuff to balance in all 4 directions. If you use the core muscles and really tighten them. So that's the rolling globe in a nutshell, and the knives. I'll put these away. And last but not least, folks, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Oh, yes, you can. I got one last thing for you. One last thing. And this is my favorite thing in the world. It's not dangerous, so no more stress, but it's something that really speaks to my heart and my soul. I didn't even consider myself an artist until I found this. And it goes back to the idea of simplicity, just like the spoon, taking an ordinary object and making it extraordinary. So all I have is this hat and a stick. It doesn't even have a curve, this cane. It's just a straight stick. And I'm going to try my best to just make it extraordinary, if you will indulge me. Does that sound like a plan? Awesome. Okay, here we go. I got some music. Here we go. Thank you so much, everybody. My name is Alex Bistrevsky. Hope you enjoyed that.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Everybody, if somebody wants to say something, just unmute yourself. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in my life.
Oh, man.
Beautiful. And thanks to Masha for bringing you to us as well. I think she's still on.
I'm here. It was amazing. Yeah. Good job, Alex. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, you need to take a deep breath and get some water. And
I got water right here.
you really
Way
should
ahead of you.
consider investing in a helmet. Anyway, let's go back to John and see where he's at with his caricature.
Hey, so I finished up the ones that I got the screenshots of. I drew people with masks on that were wearing masks. And Natasha is going to get these to distribute to you guys that got one.
Can you, I don't know who that is, so if you could put their name on it.
I don't know either. Her name there is Bennett. So I put, she's on the Bennett video, so I'll put Bennett too.
Oh, that would be my daughter, John. I didn't even recognize her, but she's shrouded in, you know, with her mask and such. So
yeah, tough to draw someone's likeness with the mask on, but
yes.
I did the best I could.
But she's got beautiful eyes.
She does.
And then you did Cappy, and then before that you did Terrence.
Yeah, I've got the rest of them here. I can open them up for you real quick.
So great. Yeah, sorry to put you just like super on the spot, but
oh, not at all.
That's why you're here. Is that
right.
Valerie?
There's Valerie.
Oh, that's so cool.
Here's Terrence. There's Eileen.
Ooh.
Bennett with the mask on.
Oh, my dad. Awesome.
Sorry, I don't know anyone's names perfectly. I just had to go by what was on your little video. So.
Oh, I so appreciate you being on the show. And thank you so much. Hopefully we'll get to be able to work a lot during this shutdown. And then, of course, once we can all gather in person.
I would love that very much.
Good. Thank you so much. Well, you guys, that brings us to the end. I want to thank so much to my, thank you to my team at Entire Productions, especially Annalisa and Madeline. Thank you to Bennett too. Thank you so much to our guests, Joseph, Terrence, John, and Alex. And Entire Productions Marketing sponsored today's show. We'll continue to create this show and also offer it to our clients for their internal use and engage with their clients and prospects. Join us on August 27th. I'll send out the invitation to you for our next show. And please tell your friends and networks and family. We do try to keep the show to a PG-13. Today, no one said any inappropriate words, but sometimes one pops out. But in general, it should be okay for kids. And let's see what else I need to tell everyone. Oh, the glasses. Well, the pink glasses are going to be mailed to someone named Miss Bailey Nakano. Do you want to talk about your award, Bailey? Speech.
Wait, what award? What's happening?
Maybe you logged on later, but we're giving away a pair of blue light blocker glasses. They're so cute.
I'm so excited.
We'll have to get your address. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming. I so appreciate it. I think you can tell I love doing this. My team is incredible. Everyone hang in there and stay or get creative. Have a great night.
You play forgiveness, watching now, here he comes.